Alright guys, I'm back at the apartment complex. This is why you dig all crazy tones. I dug a 935 and pulled up some stuff thinking I might have a worn weed or a piece of junk or who knows what. And here we go. I got a nickel that was on top of a silver, so that's why I gave it a crazy tone. We'll see what we got here. Well, that looks to be an old nickel, not a war one. And the dime is a Merc. Cool. If there's anything else in this hole, I'll let you know. Alright, I'm out here doing the sidewalks by the road here now. I got a nice 1145, about 4 to 5 inches down, closer to 5. And listen to this with this probe right here in the hole. It's given silver numbers, so I'm going to try to see if I can pop this out here. Still in the hole. In my clump now. There she is. Yep. Silver Mercury Dime. I'll get the date later. Or no, wait, here we go. 39. Alright. I'm gonna keep looking here. This year, all this, if I can zoom out here, all this on the left of the sidewalk, this was all torn out. They were putting new pipes in, so that actually might be a bad thing because most of the stuff isn't real deep here. They might have buried it further, so I don't know. I'll check it out though. I'll figure this out. I just got a 1244 that I thought was going to be a copper penny, just like maybe 2.5 inches down. And right over here, in behind my plug, well, like down under here, there's like a surface zinc signal, and I fooled with it the other way, and then I got a better tone and a few inches back, so I figured it was a different signal. And here, I missed pinpointing it because there's a few signals right out here, so I dig way into my sidewall. Look at that hiding under there. It's a Mercury Dime. I've been over this exact spot too. So, cool. $1944. Looks pretty good too. I'm surprised I didn't scratch this one. So I didn't think it was going to be anything special. I was really just digging really hard under that sidewall. So alright, cool. Maybe I'll pull that surface signal a little bit over just to see what it is. Alright, it's pretty fun. There's signals everywhere right here. I just dug a wheat penny right here. Right here. I dug one out of this hole. And now I dig down a little bit further, and now there's 2 more. Stuck to each other. Or I assume these are both going to be wheats. I'll check the hole again with the probe. Okay, that seems to be about it. Alrighty. Okay, there seriously needs to be some silver in one of these holes. Right back there, I dug all them wheats I just showed you, and then I dug one more. I came over here. I got a wheat here, here, and I got another signal here, like kind of like in a line, each about maybe 5 inches apart from each other. I popped out a wheat here on this side of the hole. I got a signal on the other side of the hole. I popped out 2 wheats that you can tell they were blue. They were stuck together for a long time. And let me see if there's any other signals in the hole. But okay, like seriously, there needs to be some like silver or anything other than pennies dropped in these holes. I dig a nickel, but I'm just digging a ton of wheats in this section. But hey, I'm not complaining. Wheats are cool. I'll dig them all day. And having another good day here. Well, after that rant, here's that nickel I was talking about. I don't know, maybe 4 inches down. I got a nice 1013. Sounded real good and solid. And as you can see down in here, it's sort of yellowish and very grayish, which means I'm betting this is going to be a war nickel. So that's how they tarnish and That's kind of what happens to them after they're underground a while. So this one looks like a war nickel. I didn't pull it out yet, so we'll see. Yep, 1943. A little too tarnished to see the mint mark back there, but definitely got ourselves a war nickel because all the nickels in 43 were silver. So cool. Glad to dig something after about digging 15 wheats. Nice to get something different. But wow, 4th silver today. Wasn't really expecting anything like that, but gonna keep going. Really nice day out. It was supposed to rain today, but they dropped it to a 10% chance, so I got one more nice day in December. I'll take it. And dang, look at this thing. Wow, is that heavy? That came up a solid 11-14, like kind of surface. I was hoping for a gold ring. I got a ring, but that ain't quite what I had in mind. Man, that thing's huge. Wow. This thing's heavy too. But it was a low tone, so I don't know what the heck it's made out of. It's crazy. Must weigh, gee, this is probably 25 grams. Something like that. That thing's heavy. Wow. Well, this would explain the weird tone. Right where this little clump is, I dug that ring right underneath it, right here, about half an inch down, and there was a wheat penny, probably about 2 inches off of it. Pulled it out, it's right here, so that would explain the weird tone. Interesting. That's why sometimes you dig them solid low tones. Even if it's junk, it could be something good underneath it. Got a 1244 signal, but it was a little bit deeper and sounded really good. I thought it was going to be worn silver. And that's exactly what we got down here. I didn't take it out yet. It was actually, I moved it though. It was way down in here, and I flipped up some dirt and it popped out right here. It's a rosy, but it looks really worn. Let's see what it is. 1946. Plain. This one came out real nice. I'll take it. Hard to believe 5 silvers today. Wasn't really expecting much. Really having another good day. Alright, been a little while. I think I have a hit here that I think is going to be a quarter, but it's possible it could be a silver one. It sounds a little bit better than a clad quarter, so I cut my plug and we'll do this live here. It seems like it's only about maybe 3 inches deep, so we'll see here. And don't see nothing yet. Let me get the probe out. Yeah, it's in my clump here. Oh, here we go. Starting to pry it open. Near the edge here. Looks like it's going to be a silver quarter. Oh, nice. Just a little bit of a spot I didn't hit up last time. Shows you here any small area can just have anything in it. Well, it's a Washington quarter, so I'm not going to rub it anymore, but get the date later on this guy. Also looks like a plain. Cool. Get back with you if I find anything else. It's getting a little darker now, threatening to rain, and it's about quitting time here in maybe half an hour anyway, so hopefully I can find something else. Alrighty, I just got a nice high tone that was really hard to hear. I had no idea what the numbers were because there's a ton of interference here. The detector's just chattering the whole time, so I'm going real low and slow, and I missed pinpointing this pretty bad, but I flipped it out, and look, I got a standing Liberty. It looks really worn, but that predates where I'm at quite a bit, so I'm guessing it's going to be a smoothie. It's got a demon on there, but looks like the date's slick. Yeah, this one's really worn. You can see the stars are worn around the rim on the back. But hey, I'll take it. This is really, really cool. Alright. Having an awesome day. Alright, I got a really strong 1047 here. Only probably 3 inches down, so I'm hoping it's a silver quarter. If it's not, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I cut my plug here. I'm going to do this live. This one sounds really, really good. So here we go. Ouch. And I don't See nothing yet. Oh, just uncovered it with the probe. Oh, looky, right here, sticking out of the bottom of my plug. The date's sticking out too, 1951, so it's gonna be Washington. Alrighty, sweet. Well, I always said my silver quarters come back to back. Now this time it's back to back to back. Alright. I bumped my sensitivity down quite a few notches because there's a ton of interference right here, and it seemed to work. It took that chattering away so I could focus on like the higher tones, so I could hear them better instead of just walking past them. So, alright, cool. I just had a signal that I thought was going to be a clad quarter, and I just flipped out a silver quarter, and this is why it would have been ringing up like clad, because it's really worn. There's an S-Mint mark down there, cool. I think I've only found one other S-Mint quarter this year. I mean silver Washington quarter. Only got one other S-Mint. This one looks like a 43S. So cool. I'll definitely take that. I thought I was digging a clad quarter. That's, what is that now? 4 silver quarters in a row. Back to back to back to back. First time I've ever dug 4 silver quarters in a row, and I doubt it'll be 5, but you never know. Alright, let's wrap it up. I made a lot of records today. I hunted hard for 5 hours. And when I say hard, I mean hard. So let's get to it. I'll try not to make this too long. 2 clad quarters, 8 clad dimes, 1 post 1960 nickel, 30 copper pennies. These 3 at the bottom here were all dropped since the last time I was there. They're kind of right beside each other. 60 AD, 75, and 62, all freshly dropped. From there, we'll go to the old nickels. At the top, we got a 1940, this one here, which was the one that was in the hole with my first Mercury Dime, which is a 1945. And then there's a 1947, 57, and 51, I think. All Philadelphia. Then from there we'll go to the miscellaneous items. There's a huge ring. Not sure what it is, but man, that thing's big. It's the first key I found at this place that isn't broken. I found like 3 other parts of keys there before. They all look similar, so I'm guessing those are the old apartment keys. Found a very interesting, what I think is a button. And I got a star on it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a button. And then a very light aluminum spoon. So I'm not sure if that's like a measuring spoon or like a baby spoon or what. But that's very light and aluminum. Okay, here we go. These are the wheat pennies. I dug 65 wheat pennies today. Here's the 40s or the 50s and the 40s. All P&D mints. A lot of the 50s are 56 and 57, just barely making it. They're all P&D mints except for one of the 40s is a 42S. All the other ones are Philadelphia and Denver. Down here, got 2 from the 30s, 1936 and 1937. 1 from the 20s, which is a 1928. And then 1 wheat, which is a little bit uncommon. It is a 1916D. So that was a good find. You can see it's very, very worn. 1916D. I forgot. One other miscellaneous item here. I'm not sure what this is. It came out in 2 parts. I know I put it back together right. It was on here. So let me show you the back of this. And then the front. Looks like some sort of clip. I have no idea what that thing on the front is. Yeah, it looks like a clip of some sort. So, I don't know what kind of clip, but it looks like an old clip. It was pretty deep. So, Not quite exactly sure what that is. And then we'll go right to the silver in the order I found them. This is the Mercury Dime that was in the hole with that 1940 nickel, and it was actually stuck to it because there's some gunk on the back of the nickel, and you can see there's some sticky stuff on the front of this Mercury Dime. So that's cool. 1940 nickel and 45 Merc in the same hole. It's the first time I found an old nickel and a silver dime in the same hole together. And then I got 1939 Merc. It's funny how I found like all the same types of coins in a row. And the third Merc, 1944 D. Actually, looks like it's a little smushed on the bottom there. Looks like it was like that though, not fresh. Oh well. Then the war nickel, which is one of the very common ones, or the most common I should say, they're all pretty common. 1943 P. There's the Lone Rosie, 1946 plain. And then the quarters. Look at this 1957. Man, is this one sharp. Looks like it was just minted, probably right before it was dropped. All I did was rinse this with water, so this thing is a beauty. Very nice. Silver quarter. And then I found a 1951 plain. Also in very nice shape. And then the Standing Liberty quarter, which is extremely worn. So this was probably still in circulation in the 40s and 50s, I would guess. Moving on this one slow. There's a D mint mark down there. But everything else on this coin is pretty slick. No date. You can see some of the stars are pretty much gone on the back. Still a great find. I'll take those in any condition. And then the last one is a 1943 S, which has a lot more wear, but the nice thing about all these silvers is none of them really have any nasty marks or nothing, so they all came out pretty nice. Alright guys, happy hunting! Before I forget, there's another part of the record. I dug 119 coins today, which is the most I've ever dug in a day, and I crammed it all in 5 hours. Cool.